you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. The New York Knicks come into this one after a win against, it was just a textbook performance. That game was all there. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And one way to nullify a home court advantage like they did that night, Kevin, light it up from the three-point line. Nothing is more demoralizing to a home crowd.
Steve, you're exactly right. I mean, that was the great equalizer. Their perimeter play definitely took them over the top.
Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. And so here is Dallas. This their first look at this year's New York squad. Here's Harper.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. That's on Patrick Ewing. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Well, the season numbers for this club really low. I mean, this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to improve.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Smith dishes to Rivers. Back to Smith. He passes to Starks. There's the triple. That is good. Starks has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Mashburn. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yeah, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The first free throw is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Smith outside. Rivers with it. Now guarded by Harper. Rivers kicks to Ewing. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Outside Harper. Here's Mashburn. Nailed from three-point land. And so it's New York with it. It's a three-point game. Pass to Ewing. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the night.
Well, they've been a relatively poor free throw shooting team, about 72% as a unit.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Mavericks. When we talked about what they'll try to do on defense, he told me they're going to have to do everything they can to neutralize their opponent's high flyers, saying, quote, "We can't play above the rim like these guys, so we'll have to do our best to keep them away from the hoop." Gentlemen, easier said than done.
Thanks, Doris. From downtown, and Rivers gets it to go in on the assist by Starks.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
The drive by Jackson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they're on fire. They've made 4 straight shots to get this thing going.
So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to Golden State.
Yeah, they gave away a lot of points at the free throw line in that game. Maybe it was being on the road. Maybe they were just out of sync, but something had them rattled.
Steve, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but clearly the misses from the stripe had an impact.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
A chance here to take a look at where the Mavericks rank in the NBA currently. First in blocks, first and fewest turnovers a game. And they also show up top 5 in team field goal percentage. That's excellent. Actually, that's elite level.
And to me, what jumps out is the blocks, because they're an intimidating team. They really control the paint. They like to physically dominate their opponent. And when they do that and they get a lot of block shots, obviously it gives their defense a ton of confidence.
And so here is Dallas following the shot by Patrick Ewing. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top rebounding teams this season. Number 1, the Knicks.
Well, Kevin, you and I have talked about it time and time again. Rebounding is what wins games, and this team has been outstanding on the boards. That's why they've led the league in rebounding and also have put together a good record as well.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Knicks trailed by 5. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Rivers kicks to Starks. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Oakley. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
The defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Jackson off the pick from Jones. Fires from the wing. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started, and a better job finishing it off.
Harper against Rivers. Here's Hodge. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Back to Ewing. Gets some room on the way in, and the bucket's good. Ewing's got his second bucket of the night. The Mavericks leading. Outside Harper. On the wing, Jackson. Steps back and shoots. Jackson can't get that one to fall. New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Smith outside. He dishes it to Rivers. Back to Smith. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, nice tip man to salvage the point from the missed shot. And made it work.
Yeah, and those second chance points, Clark, they do add up.
Yes, sir. They sure do. That's why boxing out is so important. Defensively, you can't just let a guy get to the rim and not put a body on it.
Here's Harper after the made shot from Oakley. Here's Jones. Moves back up. Hodge. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Boy, that was solid. I tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Feeds it to Ewing. Back to Starks. Can't get it to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Down low. Inside. And the basket by Jones.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Smith on the wing. Backs him down. Rebounded by Jackson.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Harper the pass to Jones. He's guarded by Ewing. To the paint. Here's Hodge. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 8 points for him.
Boy, big man with very soft hands and a nice touch around the hoop.
Starks outside. He kicks it to Ewing. There's the dish to Rivers. Off target with his 3. Ewing, good. Ewing's He's got 6 points.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
It's Jackson with the drive. Jones defended by Oakley. And stolen by Oakley. Here's Rivers. Uses both hands to slam it down. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move, and 2 big points, too.
The Mavericks have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Left side, Jones. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Ewing. Starks against Jackson. And the basket by Starks. He has 7.
They're getting on the roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Jackson misses. The Knicks with the lead. Starks dishes to Oakley. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll avoid the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Smith right side. He's against Williams. Here's Brown. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a 3-point play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Early on, guys, excellent work on the boards here. I mean, you got to like those second chance points they're getting.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
Here's Campbell. The Mavericks pull it in.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
Number 23. No good on the triple.
You know, they've been beating this club to a lot of loose balls and rebounds here early on.
Love the work ethic they've come out of the locker room with.
Williams kicks to Davis. Outside Anthony. Passes it to Williams. Backing in. 6 to shoot. He sinks the 11-footer. And the Knicks lead by 3.
You know, with the expectations low for him, he can provide a nice lift when he does put the ball in the basket.
That's good. Brown's got his second bucket.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Here's Campbell. Back to Davis. Anthony on the wing. And he misses his first shot.
That's a shot he's got to hit. I mean, you don't get too many better looks from that range.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Brown on the wing. He's against Campbell. 13 feet away. Again, the Mavericks score. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man. Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Knicks out front, up by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Tune in next Sunday night. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they come out, and it's served them well.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Dallas.
Looking at the Mavericks over the last 10 games, Kevin, this is how they compare to the rest of the league. First in blocks, fourth in field goal percentage. And they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possession, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And to me, what jumps out is the blocks, because they're an intimidating team. They really control the paint. They like to physically dominate their opponent. And when they do that and they get a lot of block shots, obviously it gives their defense a ton of confidence.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Look at Utah. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Mavericks. Not really any threat right now, as their record showing a lot more losses.
I think for the Mavericks, they've been about what we expected so far. Not dominant, kind of middle of the road, but certainly a team that you can't overlook.
Well, they're in that middle ground, so the question remains, how do they take that next step?
New York shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Anthony kicks to Bonner. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Outside White. White left side. And it's slammed in by Smith. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Dishes to Bonner. The pass to Blackman. A three-pointer, no good.
Oh, and that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Here's White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Blackman. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Outside Anthony. Mason with the fadeaway. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And it's a 5-point Knicks lead.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Smith. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. The Mavericks, number 1.
You know, sometimes a team, Kevin, will have one guy who does a nice job blocking shots. Other times, a guy finds ways to get other players involved in shot blocking. Well, this team does it as a group. That's why they're the league's best in block shots.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Williams is checked in.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
Pass to Blackman. Lots of room. No good. And it's Dallas the other way. Harris outside. Number 21. Here's Smith. A stupendous finish in traffic. Smith's got 6 in the quarter.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Harris outside. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Blackman. There's the feed to Ewing. He's against Smith. 5 to shoot. That's Patrick Ewing again. Ewing's got 10 points in the game.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Back to Smith. Kicks it to Williams. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Let's see what the Dallas Mavericks have coming up. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Jones checked in for Smith. For New York, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second.
This last summer, the Mavs asked fans to submit some redesigns of their uniforms for future use. Always kind of neat to see when a team and organization reaches out for the fans' input.
They get it back. Williams with the block. To the inside. Round the pass to Williams. They get a hand on it. He feeds it to Anthony. Pass to Ewing. 6 on the shot clock. Blackman guarded by Harris and blocked.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Blocked. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body, so some free throws coming up right now. And back to the Mavs, definitely a big move by them to reach out like that. Nothing like bringing crowdsourcing to the NBA and building a bridge, Steve, with your fan base.
Kevin, I had a chance to see some of the designs of the uniforms that were being suggested. Some pretty sharp-looking duds, but there were some other ones that were absolutely hideous. So let's hope the decision makers in the Mavs organization pick some of the, let's say, the more clean-looking new uniform suggestions.
New York shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. He dishes it to Bonner. He passes to Blackman. New York moving it around. Here's Oakley. Hits the jump hook. Oakley's got 8 points.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Picked by Williams. Inside. Trying to bank it in, but he misses. Knicks have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Bonner no good. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Outside Anthony. Back to Ewing. He's against Williams. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Some good numbers for Patrick Ewing tonight. 10 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's made some heads-up plays, Clark. He's done a really nice job defensively.
And so he hits both.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
This team is never afraid to get physical. I think they enjoy this style of play.
Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Nashburn's got 8 points.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Backing down is Ewing. Knocks down the 10-footer. 14 points for him.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Harris, right side. Williams kicks to Harris. Williams has a screen for Harris. Back to Williams. Here is Oakley. He's got 8. Feeds to Anthony. No one. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Finish off the break.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
He kicks it to Ewing. Working on Williams. The dish to Oakland. And there's the pass to Bonnie. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Here's Mashburn. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Anthony with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Ewing. Here's Oakley. Off target at the rim.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there. Now he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
1:33 left here in the second. Anthony kicks to Ewing. Oakley inside. Working on Jones. Oakley misses.
He still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him.
Harris misses.
It's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Elevation, powers in the one-hand.
Textbook. I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much.
Over the last month, let's see how the Mavericks fared in the NBA rankings. First in blocks, fourth in lowest turnovers per game. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And to me, what jumps out is the blocks, because they're an intimidating team. They really control the paint. They like to physically dominate their opponent. And when they do that and they get a lot of block shots, obviously it gives their defense a ton of confidence.
For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Puts the lead pass in front of them. The shot by Williams, no good.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Starks. Dishes it to Rivers. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Harris. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Mashburn covered by Smith. And the basket good. Mashburn's got 10 points in the game. Now Rivers. He's got 5. Starks kicks to Rivers. Shoots the 3. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Mavericks lead by 2. And coming up now, it's the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. We'll return with the start of the third quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And glittering under the night sky. You look at Patrick Ewing in this game so far, he has been everywhere.
That'll be important to see, if they can slow him down in the second half here, because so far they have had no answer for him down on the block.
Well, you've got to mix up the looks you give him. Bump him out some, front him, play behind, double team him. But right now, he looks unstoppable in the paint.
They've got Smith. Starts out there with Rivers. Then there's Charles Oakley. And it's Ewing in at the 5 down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. A shot by Starks, no good. The Mavericks leading. Jones with the screen on Smith. Here's Jackson. Harper. Great positioning on the putback. Harper's got the first points of the second half here for Dallas.
Smooth, guys. Very good job there of getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
And those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes as much as any single play in a game.
Yeah, they really can. I mean, they can't allow him to beat them to so many of those offensive rebounds. That'll kill you.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Hodge. It's good, and he threw contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Here's Rivers. He has 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Smith on the wing.
Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the ref to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And the shot is good. Starks has got 9. Mavericks leading by 5. Outside Jackson. Back to Jones. Can't get it to go. Oakley with some nice D. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Starks kicks to Ewing. Lets it go from 11. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. It's 16 points for him. Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Jackson kicks to Hart. Here's Mashburn. It's hauled in by Oakley. Oakley's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Second shot opportunity. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And how did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
The Knicks shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Free throw no good for Rivers. Mavericks shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Here's Mashburn. That's good from 17 feet away. Mashburn's got 12 points in the game.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Rivers kicks to Starks. Pass to Rivers. Back to Starks. For the tie. Starks can't get that one to fall.
He just has not been a viable option for them this quarter.
Mashburn covered by Smith. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
They got to bring the double team on him.
Yeah, I would have expected to see that already, Clark.
And that one misses. Knicks trailed by 5. Ewing dishes to Smith. Back to Ewing. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Ewing's got 4 points in the quarter. Dallas leading by 3. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Jackson. And here are the Knicks now. Now Rivers. He has 7. And it's Smith penetrating. The 10-footer finds the target. And now just a 1-point Maverick lead.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
And the Mavericks making a change here. White's checked in. And that one falls for Harper. The Knicks have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Smith kicks to Ewing. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Ewing's got 20. Mavericks shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Harper. No good with the triple. The Knicks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. That ties the game.
This has really become an intense ball game ever since halftime.
Boy, the effort from both teams here, Steve, is terrific.
Mashburn covered by Smith. Out to White. Puts up a three. A rebound by Ewing. Ewing's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Dallas has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Jackson misses.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Rivers passes to Starks. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Starks has got 12 in the game.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Here's White. And just miss after miss right now. The Knicks leading by 3. Smith left side. Rivers with it. Now defended by Harper. Starks outside. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Ewing. Mavericks with the rebound. Harper's got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's Jackson with the drive. He trains the quick shot. For New York, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Here's Rivers. Great defense that time from White.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Count the bucket. And that's now 6 points for Smith.
They've been getting way too many high-percentage looks close to the basket. And I'll tell you what, when they're getting them, they're converting.
You know, the play in the paint, an aspect of this game that has gone entirely their way.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Campbell, he's checked in for Oakland. And Hubert Davis subbed in for Doc Rivers. Harper dishes to Jackson. That's good on the jump shot. Jackson's got 4 this quarter. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. White against Campbell. Back to Ewing. Soft touch off the glass. Ewing's got 22.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Again, the miss by Jackson.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Gets it to go. And it's a 5-point New York lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out on the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Rebound by Smith.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now. First in rebounding, second in scoring. And they're number 2 in assists. This is a team that loves to share the basketball.
And probably what impresses me the most, Clark, out of all those stats you're talking about is the rebounds per game, because this is a team that has become very physical. They'll put a body on you, and they'll really dominate the paint if you don't stand up to the task and really attack them back.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Charles Oakley. He's checked in for Ewing. Mason comes in for Smith. And it's Rivers in for John Starks. Harper against Rivers. And he dunks it down. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these 2 teams locked in such a close game.
Here's Campbell, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring team. Second, the Knicks.
This is one of the best scoring teams in the league, actually. They found a nice offensive flow to their game, and they don't have any problem putting points on the board.
The free throw drops for Campbell. Campbell drills both of them. 1:41 left in the third. On the wing, Jackson. Right now averaging 17 points a game. The shot is off. Oakley with some nice D.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possession, more shots at the hoop, but oftentimes that decides the game.
Outside Jackson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Jackson missing again.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Rivers off a bit from Oakley. Lets it go with the three. Good! And now an 11-point New York lead.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Stolen by Mason. And a fast break now for New York. Campbell, he's guarded by Harper. And it's rejected. They get it back. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go.
Outside, Davis. Passes to Rivers. New York moving it around. Campbell kicks to Rivers. Davis with the shot. And again, it's New York. And here is Harper. 12 points for him. Here's Mashburn. No good trying to beat the buzzer. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. New York ahead, up by...
Next Sunday, February 2nd, the Brooklyn Nets go on the road to deep battle with the Portland Trail Blazers. Hoops action.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks. The feed to Brown. He tries for three, and that one's good. Brown's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Mavs. New York leading by 8. Kicks it to Starks. Doubled by Smith. Starks the pass to Mason. Oh, that's blocked. He hits Brown with the drive. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Some good numbers for Brown. He has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And a lot of times, he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
And the Mavericks making a change here. The Knicks shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Smith kicks to Starks. He feeds it to Mason. Back to Starks. Clock at 6. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
A nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
First free throw is good. Charles Oakley. He's checked in for Anthony Mason. He doesn't get the second one.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on it.
Number 23. The three-pointer is right on target.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
The Knicks leading by 6. Rivers kicks to Starks. And it's blocked by Brown. And they're able to recover. Oakland. And another shot. A shot by Starks. No good. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Mashburn. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Rivers has got his third rebound on the night.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the league, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Brown with a screen on Smith. Here's Mashburn. Another three for Dallas.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
So it's the Knicks now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Smith outside. Backs down. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Back to Brown. Number 23. Here's Mashburn. Ewing gets the rebound. The Knicks leading by 7. Smith right side. Here's Ewing. And again, it's New York.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Brown with a screen on Rivers. Mashburn covered by Smith. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Here's what the schedule says for the New York Knicks and what it looks like. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
And I'm going to look forward to seeing how that Portland game turns out for sure.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. New York calls timeout.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there. And now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike D'Antoni was discussing with his players. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
New York leading by 7. And here's Rivers. Pass to Ewing. Ball's knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Rivers dishes to Starks. He passes it to Ewing. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Poked away.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Starks the pass to Ewing. Good on the shot.
Well, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
On the free throw, no good. But they get it there. And that is good. And now it's an 11-point New York lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. And defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
And the first one at the line is good. Jackson hits both of them. The Knicks leading by 9. Oakley, a screen on Jackson. John Starks on the wing. Guarded by Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ewing, and he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws.
You can do it, Ewing. Bring it. Patrick Ewing. You can do it, Ewing. Bring it.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Good on both. Mavericks trailed by 11. Brown outside. Oakley's there. And it's Brown missing.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
A shot by Starks, no good.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Looking to get it going. Poke loose. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
Jones checked in for Keith Bogans. Mavericks trailed by 9. Left side Jackson. Money from the wing. Jackson's got 10 points here in the second half.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. He's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Ewing misses. The Mavericks have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Now just a 5-point Knicks lead.
Sharp pass to give his teammate the high percentage shot in close.
Starks kicks to Ewing. The layup missed. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Here's Mashburn. Smith with some nice D.
Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Oh, I like the close out there, Steve. Well done. Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Mavericks trailed by 7. Outside Jackson. From beyond the arc. Good. Mashburn's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Getting the feel out there from long range, guys. That's his second 3 of the half.
Rivers picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. He'll give it up.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
Derek Harper's checked in for Dallas. Dallas has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Lets it go from 14. And that one comes up a bit short.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Smith dishes to Ewing. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Mashburn. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Charles Oakley.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
And that one misses. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And finished off by Rivers. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Mavericks trailed by 4. Mashburn covered by Smith. Here's Mashburn, and another basket for Dallas.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
New York calls timeout. They lead by 2. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. .149 left in the fourth. Rivers. He's guarded by Harper. Here's Ewing. It's rebounded by Dallas. Harper's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Jackson to tie it up. And Dallas again with the bucket.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
There's 1:26 left to play here in the 4th. Backing down is Ewing. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead. So it gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
He's just got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of high-pressure situation.
Harper the pass to Jackson. Here's Mashburn. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Mashburn's got 30.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
Yeah, look at the numbers. 6 of the last 10 points have come by way of that jump shot part.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Takes the 13-footer. Shot is off. So New York will take it the other way. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
And no need to rush it. Just play smart, get a good shot, make sure it's a well-executed offensive possession. Oh, what a basket, and at the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
Jackson kicks to Harper. Here's Mashburn. Here's Jones. Tries again. Can't get it to go. And he commits the intentional foul.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
Yeah, in this situation, clock management crucial.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So he can't get either to fall. Dallas has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. Starks with the steal. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there to ensure that they're going to go home with the
W. 3 from the inbound. Rebound by Smith. And so they foul intentionally. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Dallas calls timeout. They're losing by 7. Just 4 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, this one's in the bag. I mean, I commend them for really putting forth the effort until the very end. But this thing's over.
You know, sometimes you just have to throw up the white towel and let fate run its course so you can get on to the next game.
Back to Jones. Stolen by Mason. So it's New York picking up the win. They put off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Well, that'll do it for us with Clark Hill and Steve Kerr. Indoors for Kevin Holmes saying so long. As we end the game, we bring you our Jordan player of the game.